But let's now talk about, explore this relationship with your father. He was an advocate. And advocates, of course, are actors. I mean, that's part of their job, isn't it? That's what they do. They're
sort of ham actors, really.
Ham actors, you think, do you?
Yes, I've seen, I mean, I did see him a few times, and he was, I mean, quite sort of, you know, hammy. But you have to be, because you have to...
What was the most remarkable moment you saw with him in a court? The one that stands out, the memory you have of him?
I went to see him. He rang me and said, you must come and see me in court tomorrow. And he never did that before, because he said, I'm prosecuting Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper. And he said, you ought to just come and have a look at what happens in real court drama. So I made a point, I flew over there, and I mean, he got me a seat and things. And it was scary seeing this man in the box, you know. And it was the first day my father was going to cross-examine him. And it was incredible to see him at the front of this. He had rows of barristers behind him, you know, his junior, I mean, masses of them. And he looked really impressive. You know, he just looked so impressive. And he stood up and didn't speak for a minute. And I saw the judge just about to lean forward and say, are you going to say anything? And he said, how do you spell your name? And Sutcliffe said, and spelt it. And my father said, I just said I have several different spellings. And then looked down at some paper and said, did you enjoy killing those women? And he made a shiver went round the entire court. It was amazing. It was just wonderful, dramatic moment.
Drama.
He just went right at it, looked him right in the eyes like that. And the man said, I didn't kill them, God did, through me.
And that was the thrust of your father's prosecution, was that he wasn't mad, wasn't it?
That's right. He wanted him to go to a proper prison and serve a proper sentence.
That's right.
And he lost, unfortunately.
Going back to acting and looking at your career, I mean, one of the highlights of your career, in terms of the films that you made some very good movies, actually, was Chariots of Fire.
Yes.
I mean, that was not only an important film for you, but for the British film industry. Was it The Brits Are Coming?
Yes, maybe the worst thing you could have ever said.
Absolutely, yeah. But what was it like preparing for that film? Because you had to undergo rigorous physical education, didn't you?
We did. We had to train, and we had this Olympic coach called Tom McNabb. Never a stricter man have I ever met.
Tough man?
Yeah, a tough man.
Hey, there you go.
Who hated, he got us all together on the first day and said, I hate actors, you know. They're all puffs. He said, then I want you to eat some porridge to have something to throw up in the morning. So I thought, oh, Jesus, whatever. Anyway, we did train every day. And I avoided hurdling at school, by the way. It looked really painful for one reason or another.
Yes.
But I was the one who had to hurdle, you know. And,
the famous scene with the champagne glasses, we all remember that one. Great scene.
And it's 10 days before we start filming, and I said to Ben Cross, since we were some training ground in East London, I said, you've got to watch this. I'm so good at this hurdling lark. You've got to watch this. So Ben comes over, and I'm over the third hurdle, and I get caught up at full tilt, and all I can do is stick my left arm out, and I just heard, you know, I thought, oh, God, I've broken something. And I dislocated my shoulder, shot up here, and I'd also broken my wrist. But the shoulder was fine, because they could put that back, but if I told them about the wrist, I'd never have made the film.
No job.
So I thought, it meant it on its own, you know.
It's the price you pay for a movie, misshapen.
Yeah, but I just sort of bound it up and slept on it.
They thought you were perfect in everything.
Yeah, no, yes. And I lost a tendon there. A whole lot of things went all wrong. But you know, you'd never know.
But what's interesting is after that film, Passage to India as well, I mean, there was... why didn't you go to Hollywood? Why didn't you do like Hugh Grant did? I mean, you play all those parts that Hugh's playing now. It was...
I was very tempted, you know, and... I had a young family, and I was frightened of Hollywood. I hadn't really been. Now I think I'd go like a shot. It was just timing. I got that bit wrong. And looking back, I wish I'd gone, really. I mean, Ben Cross went and did his stuff. Because, you know, the only time you can really make it in Hollywood is to go with a hit film over here.
Sure.
You can't sit out there for months.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I just made a mistake, I think.
Yes. Now, just briefly, there's been a lot of reports in the papers about Polly, your wife, being ill, and I mean, that's obviously been a radical change in your life too, hasn't it? I mean, you've had to, I suppose, learn a different way of life, in a sense. I mean, she had cancer and has cancer.
Yeah.
What's the present situation now?
Well, it came back, you know, and she's having treatment again, and she's bravely, you know, it's tough. It's a very tough treatment, as everybody knows, but she's doing really well, and And my cooking's getting better.
You had to learn, I suppose, a whole new range of skills.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying that. And, so it's, fingers crossed, she'll be out of the woodwork in sort of May.
Well, give her our love, and I hope that she gets better soon. Yeah. And what about you for the future, then, Nigel? What's the?
I've got things cooking, you know. I'm always, frying something up. I really enjoy my career. I really enjoy doing what I do, so I'm just a very lucky guy.
Are you looking forward to, I mean, you said you were in denial about growing older, but I mean, aren't you at the age now where you look forward to playing all those wonderful, whiskery sort of character parts?
Well, that's in another 50 years, but in
another 50 years, I see.
In 10 years' time, I'll be looking forward to playing the 40-year-old.
Of course you will. Nigel Havers, thank you very much indeed.
Nigel Havers.
Thank you.
Well done. It's a pleasure to be with you.